Oh, I'm so tiny. Look at me just bobbing my head. I can get a guy down
He
here.
can't even talk yet. He's just a little guy. He's just a cute little dude in the corner down there, chat.
Ridiculous.
You want to be bigger? You want me to make it bigger?
I mean,
I wouldn't mind.
Maybe
I have some personality there.
Oh,
you're getting the top of my green screen now.
Oh, we trimmed it. We trimmed it. We trimmed it, dog. We trimmed it. I just gotta bring it up there. There we go.
Here we go. We can see some of the galaxy here. As you said, here we go.
Chat, what's up? I got an echo because I got the Discord on. Good call, Little Legion. Good call. Good call, Jazz Wolf. Thank you so much.
We're figuring it out.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show here at Sandbox.game. Chat, we're having a good time today. We're playing your games here live on Twitch.tv, DLive, Theta, Facebook, YouTube.com, and Twitter.com/TheSandboxGame. And, chat, I got some good news, I got some bad news for you. Sad news.
More like weird news.
Sad news, not awful news. Sad news, not awful news. I'm sure it'll be fine. But I want to send special wishes to Sebastian. If you don't know, our
yes.
COO. He's been jet setting, going all around the world, spreading the word about the Sandbox game, helping people get into the ecosystem. And he got sick. Chat. So he got the COVID.
Got the vid.
I wish you the best, Seb. I hope you're watching. Well, actually, I don't hope you're watching. It's too late for you to be watching. If you are watching, Seb, go to bed.
Right.
Rest up. Take it easy for a little while. Been working hard lately. All over the world. I've been seeing this guy pop up in Korea, in Germany. He's popping up in Los Angeles.
Everywhere.
He's popping up in New York. It's crazy. So take care of yourself, Seb. And thank you for dedicating so much work to making this happen. In chat, today, we were scheduled to, as you can see in the title, we were scheduled to play a game that a user had requested in the chat. But I looked it up using the tool created by Game Dizzy and Tom Voxel, the Genie dashboard, and it doesn't exist. It's not a real game. Somebody asked me to play a game called Tolerance Break a little while ago. Last night, in fact,
right,
on this show. And it's not there. So maybe they had a title in mind and titled it something else. They say it's not updated. I checked page 57, and I could be wrong. We'll go there right now.
Well,
maybe it's
head
there.
on back.
I definitely wanted to play it right away. I had this idea. I got a test level design here. Got tower holders, Satsosi adventure, and I just kept going to the right for like that full, 5-6 minutes as we get started here. I'm an idiot, chat. Check it out.
Oh, look at that. Right there.
As a human does. I made a mistake. Tolerance break is right here. It's on page 59, chat. I skipped right past it like a crazy person. Here we go. We're having a good time.
Ridiculous.
Chilling, chatting.
You're supposed to be our robot.
I'm trying to be the robot. Just call me a PC,
Right.
Sean Harv submitted this,
character.
created it on the 8th of April, submitted it on the 8th of April. So, wow. Did you edit this recently? Maybe you edited it recently. It feels like there's no way it's on page 59 already. Are you guys creating that many games and experiences in the Sandbox Game Maker right now that it's already on page 59 after half a week? Woo! Crazy.
These people are dedicated.
I like it.
And thank you for all the well wishes, chat. I am doing much better today. We're getting the food in. We can actually eat now. And as you can see, I'm a little more flush.
Yeah.
And I can form a sentence easier.
This guy looks more tan than I do.
Camera.
Then again, I don't go outside, so.
That's true. And yes, my beard is too disheveled. I do look like I'm stepping from Hobbiton right now.
Oh,
Also, I
it's
got
all
my hat
good.
on
It's
because
all
my
good,
hair.
friend. We're all humans, you know what I mean? We're taking care of it. We're having a good time. Making some content, all right? Making some content. Game Dizzy, it's good to hear that you're feeling better. Game Dizzy says they also had COVID recently,
Right,
so it's good to see
right.
that people
He's
are,
getting that
you
update
know,
though.
getting through it. Just get through it, you know? Make it to the next one. All right. So, it appears, as we load right into this experience, before we get into it, if I'm narrating anything, first I want to address the what do you call this? What do you call this? The things I say every day, you know what I mean? If you have any questions about the Sandbox Game Maker, if you have questions about VoxEdit, the asset creation tool that we use here at the Sandbox Game, if you've got questions about the metaverse or anything else that we can help you with, please ask them throughout the show. Rad Condad is going to be good enough to take it down for me so that I don't miss it as the chat goes flying by and I'm playing this game live. Now, this particular game appears to be somewhat mature content themes. All right. So, warning, if you are watching this with your kids and you don't want them exposed to potential drug paraphernalia, then feel free to move on to the next VOD and the next game therein. But for now, we're having a good time. Candidly, Kristen, before you can even record this, Conrad is asking a question right away.
Trying.
Candidly, Kristen, could you please provide a link in the chat to this? Because Candidly, Kristen asked, did everyone get their Wave 4 Ukraine NFT? I think this is, somebody asked me to share this on Twitter, but there wasn't a link that I could quickly find when I went back to look for it. Thank you, Candidly, Kristen. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'd like to check that out.
All right, so it looks like Wave for Ukraine, there's 10,000 pieces. 10,000 pieces.
Here we go.
$100 a piece, which is nice. Minted on Polygon. The Sandbox is joining our stand with Ukraine. You can show your support and help us preserve Ukraine in the metaverse, all while directly helping people in need in the Ukraine. We're selling 10,000 editions of the Wave for Ukraine asset for 100% charity, and the Sandbox will match the donation. Together, we can raise $2 million to help Ukrainians in need. Step 1. Buy this NFT with an animation of the flag. Share it to show your support. And step 2, at the end of April, all original buyers get an airdrop with the Sandbox asset NFT. I'm going to share that back here for those people who are joining us that aren't on twitch.tv. Here you go. This is on mauer.digital.
Hey, all right.
Definitely a cool, obviously a good
donate,
cause.
get some cool stuff.
How much was it? $100? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Condad.
I'm doing it.
Last night we were up too late, hanging out too long, having fun.
It was 7:30 in the morning.
I don't know what you're talking
this
about.
morning, I should say.
It was it was like 5 p.m. in Australia or something, right?
Right.
Just,
right. That's
just come up with a time, call it a different place. It's all good. Let's have some fun here. Let's play this game, all right? So, starting off, the narrative says, "My weed is gone, and the wolves ate all my special cookies." Those wolves, dude.
What are you
they got hungry.
Those wolves are gonna get sick.
I guess I'm on a tolerance break. How did I get here?
Same.
And I asked myself, how did I get here? All right. Find the last bit of weed scattered across the land. There it is.
How fitting. This is some desperation.
Barbarians.
I've been here once before.
Well, you get some armor right away, which is cool. I'm seeing some equipment laying around.
Right.
You can pick that up. That's good. It's not overtly there. Maybe you would have competed without it. That's okay. You want to explore a little bit. As I walked up to the cactus is doing a thing that is funny. This appears to be somebody who watches this show or has made games before. Cactus is talking to me. It says, "Lore? Who needs lore? You found yourself thrown into this treacherous desert with no water, no food, and no weed. Only the essentials, really. Are you hallucinating? Probably. Are you talking to a cactus? Most definitely." It's interesting. That's funny. Y'all are funny.
That's a good choice. I like that a lot.
Yeah, like it is a good.
Oh,
choice.
right off
like,
the bat.
Oh yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. You're wandering.
It's 30 seconds
and then all
of
of a
lore.
sudden,
Exactly.
It's just combat.
And
We
it's
got to
30
get that
seconds of combat.
instant
Right on.
gratification.
Oh, hey, I can backhand people? Heck yeah, dude. Parried. Casual.
Get buried.
All right. I'm going to put on my Alpha NFTs. I'm going to put on this Wizzy the Blues Undying hat right now.
I almost picked up all those armors that were minted last night.
Oh yeah, did you see those too?
Last night, but
the
yes,
which team was that? Now I feel bad for not remembering because I followed
it's gonna
them.
bother me. I'm gonna go find it now.
Thank you for finding that.
Because
there's a bunch of armors and assets. PandaPops was freaking out last night and shared a tree in our chat, and she was like, "Dude, this tree is $2. Go buy it now."
Right.
And it's like it's beautiful work. It reminded me of something that comes out of like Animal Crossing. You know.
Here we are. Yeah, he's got the tribal sets. It's
who created those asset sets?
I'm pulling them up right now. My computer, of course, is throwing a fit.
Hey, no worries.
There it is. Planet Rift.
Oh yeah. The Planet Rift team made those. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, chat's blowing it up, right?
Hey, they already knew what we were talking about.
Somebody say broccoli?
That's how good it is.
Nani? Yeah, it's not broccoli, Easyology. It's not broccoli, but some people call it that. Where is he? Where is Jordan? He said, oh wait, this is a lady. Where is he? Where's Jordan? He said he wouldn't cross the lava without me. Wait, you're crossing lava? Nah, dog. Unless I'm in like one of those lava spacesuits. No thank you. It's warm out here.
I mean, I'm down for it. Maybe get some cool.
Where is Jordan?
Or whatever.
This Jordan? Wall is cool. Is Jordan?
Well,
yes.
Do you think in this upcoming season, our friend Shaken here, he's beeping and booping. He asked, will we be able to add people on our friends list? Do you think we're going to get those quality of life changes in the next season?
Social integrations will probably not be done yet by the next season. It's closer than you think.
Because I know that has to do a lot with the HUD as well.
Yeah, so. There's a lot of different components that go into the multiplayer interactivity, and those components need to be sure to be optimized so that we don't increase the amount of lag that an individual or a client has. Okay, right here, I don't know what's happening or why, but this particular like structure, you can get caught behind it over here. So what I would recommend you do, I don't usually recommend this too much, but take an invisible flat object and turn collision on and stuff it into the wall right here. Like from the edge of where this surface is into the wall, as if you're standing on it, so that you don't get caught up under this. It's a little thing, but it'll help a lot. You'll, because little edges like this that are really close to these polys, because of the auto walk features, sometimes your character will like just shoot up like into space from physics interactions that are happening. All right.
Okay. Well, Joe, our friend Klangyard over on YouTube asks, how can we see the size, width, height, and length of an NFT on the marketplace? For instance, like those large jungle trees. How can I see exactly how big that is? Is that possible?
So I don't. Well, let me check. I don't know why I pulled up Discord there. Darn it! I alt-tabbed again and pulled up Discord again. Let me close that. So let's go to Sandbox.game. Alex probably has a better answer for this, and I'm not sure Alex is in the chat right now. But what I do, generally speaking, to check scale is, let's look at this radish, for example. I know that a voxel, a single block of color, is, if there are 32 of those stacked vertically, then you have 1 meter or 3 feet of height. So if I'm looking at this is probably as long as, I mean, it would be big relative to a person. It would be bigger than a radish is, but it would be like this big for scale against myself as a character. So if I go back to something like this car, and you can kind of see the high detail individual voxels that it has and the multiple polys, this is designed to be big enough to put a body inside the car and have somebody like standing in the back of the truck or, you know, whatnot as well. And you can tell kind of by the visual detail. Plays games. Another nice car. Good job. Looks like you've already sold 100. Maybe.
Dang.
Or you listed only half of them. Either way.
Only half of them. That's all. Still,
might be doing giveaways for the others. They're a very nice team.
That's that tribal armor right there. Look at that.
The tribal chieftain armor, right? Like, look at this. Look at this weapon right here. You can see in terms of detail again as we look at it. This is
set like
6, 12.
I'm gonna pay more in gas fees 18, buying those.
24. That's true. That's true. It's cheaper than the gas fees. But when we go to Polygon, it's just gonna. These things are just gonna fly.
Polygon when?
If they're not already gone. When Polygon soon, TM. Yeah. So this roughly is 1 meter long. This particular blade. So you can do that by kind of looking at the detail of an object and kind of figuring that out just roughly off the top of your head. Okay. Most humanoid characters are going to be made to be 2 meters tall, but this large swamp tree topper here, what looks like, and this is what I'm talking about. Look at this, $5.86, 2.1 sand for the top of half of this tree, 2.1 sand for the bottom half, and you can use this tree as many times as you want in a single experience. So it's wild. What a good deal these are. I've not seen prices like this in the marketplace yet. But this object looks to be, based on the detail, I'd say it's probably 2.5 meters tall for this half of the tree.
That is unfortunate that we don't have the quality of life on that one quite yet.
Oh, you mean like to be able to see it? Kind of
be able to see it in a description.
I think that's an interesting point. Like if we click preview on that, I wonder if we could do preview where you had like a humanoid next to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or at least a scaled background. That's
either kind of a measuring tape or just use a person for scale, kind of like banana for scale, but it's an avatar for scale. Be funny. Just make a 2 meter tall banana. Be like, that's for scale. That's what we do here. No, but that's good feedback. I'm actually going to leave that as a suggestion here. And I'm going to put it in the one place where I know that one of our lead technical artists is, right here. Sorry for tagging you, Alex. Here we go. Human for scale on the previews on Marketplace. Boop.
Or just better way to figure it out.
There we go. I like it.
I want that.
Thank you,
Chat. That backdrop.
Maddox has a great idea. What if we put the humanoid? I'm going to modify this, Maddox. Maddox and Furious is, how about a hot dog guy over on Twitch, right? They want a hot dog guy for scale. I'm thinking banana guy for scale. All right? Because I like the meme. Water bottle scale, butter. Water butter.
I mean, can I get a water butter? Right. Can we just get a duck?
A duck?
A duck for
the
scale.
Little ducks are kind of small, though. Like, not everybody knows what the little ducks are for scale.
So
if we do a humanoid-sized duck.
I want that duck, and then the humanoid, and then your giant monster, then your horrors and whatnot. I want to be able to see the full thing, right? I need those meters in the background. Let me see them.
I did it. I put it in the suggestion in parentheses, and a duck. You're right.
And a
little rubber ducky next to the humanoid.
But most importantly, we want an actual like line in the background that says like 6 foot, right? It'd be 6 pixels, right?
I love Game Dizzy in the chat. I'm just laughing about it. Not even going on in the game right now because I'm laughing about Game Dizzy saying each time the chief technical officer gets a minor feature request, and it's just a rage bear, like, bro.
I see that.
It's wonderful because like the good news is
spirit animal.
That it is a minor request, but it's also not the CTO's team. It's a whole different team. It's a little dashboard team. So, duck, human, building. I think the human is, so far at this point, the default scale that we use. Like when we talk about, maybe it's the block, maybe it's an individual block. I forget, like one of these blocks.
Right.
We talk about it inside the tool set.
Before you run away from that spot,
yes, sir.
We want to know, how do we create those invisible assets you were talking about?
Oh yeah, okay. So the way that you create those invisible assets inside the Game Maker is you take literally anything. It doesn't matter, right? So like these logs that we're using, this log bridge. Uh-oh, did I get stuck back here? Okay, all right. I'm literally stuck here.
I love it.
I can't
How
jump
did
out.
you manage?
This is what I'm talking about. This is the same thing. Sometimes invisible walls make sense. For like open
Right,
air
right.
situations, no. But for this, to make sure that you can't get stuck, sure. So anyway, it's hard to zoom out here, but so we got this log bridge that's been broken, right? You know that it can have physics because it has those voxels there. It has a hitbox to it. So what you do is if you want to use that as your invisible wall, you can. Or you can make an asset that's just one voxel thick and like a rectangle, right? And you place it in the game maker. And then when you place that object, you have an option to have that object be visible or invisible. And then separately, you can have collision on or no collision. So if you have it be invisible with collision on, you can rest it on top of or in front of anything. And then you will eliminate little things like this where people can get stuck. I'm going to have to restart, but I'm not too far in, so it's all good. No big deal.
Right.
Just finding the little things.
You should have just taken off the hat.
The hat doesn't make me taller, friend. The hat doesn't make me taller. It just makes me cooler. I can't.
Right.
It's Alex's hat. I can't. It's sacrilege, you know? I gotta have it. I gotta wear it.
Physiology. I do agree. A text description with just, the height, width, and the dimensions, whatnot, would be wonderful. I'd like to see those quality of life things come to the sandbox, but again, all these wonderful requests only happen because of you folks here.
Vanguard healer? You're healing nobody. You ain't going nowhere. Dead barbarians note. I'm sorry. I let my fears and anger get the best of me.
You could have used unstuck, Joe.
Unstuck doesn't work
for the respawn.
In the Game Maker. You don't have a text box in the Game Maker.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
only works during the alpha.
Slither Kai trying to help out. We almost had you.
I get it, Slither. I get it. We get used to those routines, right? We get into the actual game, and that's an interesting thing when you talk about that, because that /respawn feature that you have, nice, candidly, Kristen. That /respawn feature that you have in the actual metaverse, you're not going to have when you're testing it in the Game Maker. So as a developer, we have to think about those things and make sure that the thing that I'm doing can't be exploited by respawning and just, going to the next level. So if you are the kind of person who takes this spawn point right here, and after you get to a certain part of the game, you move that spawn point, you move that checkpoint, then keep in mind that that is exploitable. So only move it when it won't hurt the narrative or the story to have that spot there. Don't have multiple respawn points throughout the map. We saw that yesterday on the experience that I was playing, and that's okay. That's what this show is all about. That there was a spawn point roughly here, there was a spawn point in the middle, and there was a spawn point, I think, at the end. Maybe there was just the one in the middle. But either way, I was able to basically jump over a wall, kill myself incidentally, and then I spawned in the middle of the map beyond the gate without doing the quest correctly. And if your users can do those things, then they either have a bad experience or they have a great clip for YouTube. Really depends on who they are. All right, excellent stuff. Says I would really love some gun or archery weapons in Season 3. And while I agree with that, the system that we have in place right now is not suited for... Oh, I died. It's not suited for that kind of work yet. The ranged weapons are not quite ready, but they are scheduled to be added soon. You'll notice one thing, when we talk about those features and updates, the essential core bit is that we have a game client, or game maker rather, game maker client that can create those features. Because if the game maker isn't compatible with ranged attacks, then you wouldn't expect those to make it to the metaverse yet. We are in the works on those kinds of features, but not finished at this time.
Right. And the chat's also curious, and so is excellent stuff. Are we going to see any sort of racing in Alpha 3?
Yeah, I mean, we had some racing style events. Are we talking about actual cars?
Like actual rideable vehicles? Are we?
Um,
I know it's on the schedule, right?
yeah, rideable vehicles isn't. Once again, what it's going to come down to is when we have 0.70 come out, what features roll out with that? Is 0.70 ready before Alpha 3? If 0.70 isn't out, then don't expect a bunch of new features. Mostly expect quality of life updates for, based on your feedback of like, this thing in Alpha Season 2 I didn't like, I thought it was boring or whatever, right? So we will improve those things, reward distributions, and, that sort of things. Because that's part of the alpha, is taking it that one step at a time and improving the quality of the factors that we can while we can. There's a whole bunch of stuff for this 07 update. It's so big that I know almost nobody who works in the company that went like, oh, well, whatever. You know what I mean? Like people like Alex and Panda and myself looked at this update and went like, this is going to change everything. So with that in mind, there's so much individual components that need to be done that we want it to all come out at once. And you're going to probably end up going, whoa, I can do a bunch more with my lands now. So it's good news, but it does take a little time to develop those things. And
okay, yeah, I got to tease you on it, of course.
Yeah, it's not bad. But, it's not bad. It's not too far.
We gotta ask about the racing and whatnot because of a recent partnership that was taken over. If I remember right, some of the like Need for Speed, it was F1 at least, was picked up by.
So that actually won't have to do with the Sandbox game in particular, but that's a
but it's
good
thing
to bring up. Yeah.
It's still very cool that that's part of the ecosystem now.
Yeah, like for those people who don't know, Animoca Brands, the parent company of the Sandbox game, recently acquired the development studio behind Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, among other titles. Yeah. And they're going to be working on multiple aspects of blockchain games within the Animoca Brands umbrella, including, from my understanding, Rev Racing. One of our partners, OG Shakespeare, already knows. Go West 927 asks about F1. That is also true.
Yeah.
That they were involved in F1 racing designs as well. So, it's a AAA company. Whoa, oh my goodness. I just tried to punch my brother Wizzy in the face here. Look at this. We're basically twins. Friends.
Joe.
Yes.
Look on over. Basically twins.
He looks exactly like Wizzy the Green right here. Dog. Look at this guy.
I'm just Wizzy over here right now.
Ice Pilot X7 says, Joe, your head is so full of knowledge. I wonder what kind of dreams you have trying to process all that info. Ice Pilot, fun fact, I don't have dreams. I hear, I'm not kidding, I hear that it is a narcissistic trait to not have dreams.
I don't have them either.
There you go.
Honestly, it's a blank space as soon as I fall asleep, and then I wake up.
Yep. Go to sleep, like 3 hours. I'm up. And I'm like, what? I'll do something. Hour or two. Go back to sleep. Wake up. 3 hours later. I'm like, yep. Forget it. Guess it's time to live.
I haven't dreamed.
Back to work, you know what I mean? Back to the, let's get it.
Calcified. Apparently we're calcified, Joe.
Calcified?
We're calcified.
Oh.
That's how that one works. Sure.
Ian Rooney says that I have to not have a tolerance break, as is the title of this game, and I'll have more dreams. You know what, Ian? I'm all right. You do you. It's all good. No judgment. But I've heard of some negative side effects that I'm not a huge fan of personally. So I'm all right. All right. Wow, this is a narrative right here.
All right, what do we got? What is the tellteller?
Like, I want to read it, but I'm also speed reading it just for like the grammar check mostly, and then continuing. But it's well written.
Right, we're having fights with the Alpha Dragon, trying to tame him, communicating with him. The barbarians have defeated the Alpha Dragon.
This is a
There's
novel.
there is a
Well on
lore
you.
here.
You
Oh
made
my goodness.
this is a lore dump, and I love it.
I'm into it.
It's
And
actually
at any
good.
point, you can say, "Peace, I'm out of here." Like, I
Yeah,
love
you
it.
can just be like, see ya.
Oh man. Well, Joe,
Yes,
Fletcher
sir.
Cobb wants to know: do we have any possible ETA for the market for everyone? It's a question that definitely gets asked probably every stream, but
Yeah. The core tenet is that we need to have Polygon Network smart contract approved as safe and good to use for everyone. Once we change or have that asset, you know, network. I don't know what to say. This word is eluding me for some reason, but once we have that approved,
right.
then yeah, we can do that. We can move on to having everybody being able to publish whatever they want, because our goal is not just to open it up for everybody to do it, but to make sure that when we do, you're not paying $30 for a mint or whatever it may be at that moment. You're going to end up paying half a penny. So yeah, it's good to go. Maddox, it is. Your link is viewable. What do you got?
It most definitely is. It ask me about my wiener.
Oh, he's got a little hot dog, dude. You got a little hot dog, dude. They tagged me over there. If you want to check it out, go over to twitter.com/@MaddoxOfFury. They got a little hot dog guy. It's nice.
Time right there.
They got a little hot dog shoes on the hot dog guy. Big fan. That's actually cute as heck. Cute as heck, dude.
So the creator of this game, Joe, says that man's dialogue told you to hit the switch behind him. Fixes the bridge.
Okay. Thankfully, there are ways to get around. Secret ways.
There are other ways. Yeah, you just read that there. Yeah.
Who can say where the road goes? Where's the switch?
With some questions here. Our next game jam, can we use free assets in the marketplace or just the sandbox ones?
I'm sorry, what?
MaxiMax asks, for the next game jam, can we use the free assets in the marketplace or just sandbox ones?
The rules for game jams are individually determined based on the category that it is. So it may be that you're going to end up with use the free ones only, like we did that one time. Or it's do whatever you want, Thank you for the tip on the bridge. The fact that I missed that. I
mean, it was our own fault.
It is, but when I walked away from that switch, I remember seeing the text there for just a second, but if it is helpful to put that like World of Warcraft style exclamation mark over it, you can trigger those to pop into the world when you do an action and pop out of the world when you do an action. So if I'm talking to the person, you may have that come up, and then when the bridge spawns, just like you did here when you made the bridge spawn, you can make that exclamation mark despawn to help push. Yeah. The dialogue was highlighted. I'm with you. I get it. But I can confirm that users who are playing in the alpha, in the metaverse, are, a lot of them, just doing exactly what I did. Click, 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 click. You know what I mean? I was able to read the text as I was clicking through it, but when I went to that little dude in the corner, I was like, oh, this doesn't... For whatever reason, the little person just didn't seem like they were going to have a cool narrative, and I just went right through it. And I don't try to play these like I'm doing an explicit review, like I'm going, fine-grained detail, but I do try to play it like a regular consumer, and then everything that I see as I go, I'm telling you out loud. So if you see that and you think that, Joe missed it, can someone else miss it? I would gesture, maybe somebody else can miss it. But, it's, once again, you can look at that and take that as feedback whichever way you want. If you don't want it to be really overt, obvious, that's all good too. Just know that to a certain extent, you're just deciding what your user base is going to be, because you can make a super high quality game. Like I said, so far the narrative beats are nice. I haven't run into anything that I think is just like, wow, like I can walk through this, but I can't walk through the cactus. I like that. Can't walk through the little cactus. It's a thick boy, you know? So there's nothing crazy about it that has stood out to me as like poor design. It's mostly just like, you know, little things. I think your enemies are about halfway between hard and way too easy, if that makes sense. Like maybe I'm saying that wrong. They're halfway between medium hard and way too easy.
There we go.
Because if I was to pick up that armor that you have laying on the ground over there, I could beat them up pretty quickly. I could basically beat them up with my bare hands. And then when I put on the NFTs that a user may have, I was cutting through them like butter, right? So that's not a problem per se. It really depends on the user. If you want somebody to play this like it's Dark Souls, you're going to design it that way. If you want them to play it like it's a nice adventure with a story, you're going to design it that way separately. One way to get somebody to slow down and listen to the story is to give them a text box with an answer that they have to get right, rather than just an answer that they continue through. Like, literally, you could be like, "Are you even listening to me? What is my name?" on that, right? And like just something where they go like, "What is your name?" Like, I gotta slow down. And then they'll absorb your text a little bit more. So later on, of course, we're gonna have more like voice options and that sort of thing. When I say voice, I mean like audio key triggers and things like that. But as we get into that, then you know, you could explore things like voice acting and whatnot for your different characters. All right, Enrique Mendez says, "Can you drop the link for the flag, please?" Absolutely, I will. Give me just a sec here.
I already got it.
Oh, look at that! Me. Boom! I'm fast as freak, boy.
I was looking for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick though. Kind of a quick dude. Okay, wait, what? How am I supposed to get there? I was running.
Okay, here we go. I know Game Dizzy's kind of touched on this here in a bit, and actually, I think Game Dizzy, you answered the question for me quite effectively. Thank you there. But let's see if Joe can elaborate on it as well. They say, how about the Polygon market? Any VoxEdit assets minted on my wallet will be available in the Sandbox Game Maker /client, or does it need to be published on the Sandbox marketplace?
So ultimately, it needs to be in the wallet and be a compatible format in order for it to be readable. There's nothing specific that says that it has to be minted on the website at sandbox.game, just that it is made with VoxEdit and exported from VoxEdit directly, like all the animations and all that sort of stuff. Because once again, it's just the client is reading for that file format that comes out of it.
Okay. So not necessarily coming straight off the Sandbox marketplace. And our friend Rohan over at YouTube asks, Sandbox hiring?
Lots of companies are hiring. The Sandbox is one of many that are hiring related to the Sandbox ecosystem. We've had people who are watching this stream, creating in this stream, getting feedback here, move on to create some experiences, make a nice profile, and then they see an announcement for a project they're passionate about and say, "Hey, I know what I'm doing with this software. Would you like to hire me to make your metaverse experience?" They say yes. There you go. That's a job, right? There are always new things opening up all the time. I was literally in a conversation 3 minutes before we started this stream about a new opportunity, but doesn't exist yet. That's how fast things are growing. So look for more all the time. Constantly reach out.
We keep having to create jobs. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, literally, as soon as that's exactly right. Like, because the demand is so high for, you know, doing things, and then also maybe more importantly doing things right. You end up looking at, like, we go back to the map here, and we know that the entire alpha was played in this box right here. That's it. The whole alpha was played inside this box, and not even And it's like actually the whole alpha was played in less than 1/4 of this box. Zoom out, and you know how much work needs to be done. There are jobs in the metaverse for sure.
Where can we find that? The
Careers.sandbox.game will be the official The Sandbox Game staff.
There it is.
If you'd like to join that, got an opportunity there. Otherwise, once again, you can see the partners. Pretty straightforward. You know, you go around this map, you see logos. You know, you see people, you think to yourself, they might need help. I have skills. Reach out. You know, cold calls don't hurt. You'll fail 99 of them, but it's okay. You'll get the 100th. That's normal stuff.
Still gotta throw it at the wall and see what sticks.
Exactly. It's worth doing. Just like I said, make sure that I would recommend that you make sure your skills are sharp before you do reach out. And then once you know you've got ideas, you know. Wait, is this designed to be a giant stone bong? Is that what you're doing here? Make a giant stone bong?
It is a giant stone bong. I saw it as a sword at first, you know, sword and stone kind of a thing, but
yeah, I mean it's kind of like a sword and stone, yeah. For this narrative,
yeah, but then I saw where the bowl was going to be and where you could put, you know, your little. No, I won't go into the whole thing, but
stupid cursed statue, you've taken everything from me. That's pretty funny.
All of my weed.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's pretty funny.
Oh. Ice Pilot X7 says, "How do taxes work in the metaverse?" It just depends on where you're at, my friend.
No, actually, that's a legit question with a real answer. Oddly enough,
right?
When you list something on the marketplace at Sandbox.game, the Sandbox has a 5% fee that helps us continue to put up servers to host your content, and we handle all that for you. That's what that is for. But yeah, nothing else that I'm aware of. Put it up on OpenSea. You've got OpenSea's fee plus the Sandbox game fee for arts, which, you know, allows them to keep hosting things, and we can keep hosting your games. That was there's a real answer for that joke.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of stuck here, kind of at an impasse. I feel like I could get up to that window maybe, based on the way this wall is designed.
Yeah, parkour.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see what's going. Okay, there's something happening here. There is parkour. Oh, there is parkour to be had.
Ian Rooney asks, if we build an experience that gets into the alpha season, is it there permanently for the future, or is the area replaced when the whole map is open to
areas actually have been replaced between Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. There's no guarantee that it stays, and that's actually to your benefit, I would say. Because, I don't know if VPire is still hanging out with us here, but VPire had one of their experiences that they created in a game jam for Alpha Season 2. That was published. And they can attest that we have to, for the purposes of this map, this block, since it's booked by the Sandbox game. So we had to have her send over the file, and then in that file, we publish it to our land. You ultimately probably don't want that. I assume that you are long-term, if you don't already own a land, you're going to buy a land at some point. And if you do, you publish onto that land, then, you know, you don't want it in our space. So we can upload the file so that you can get your really good marketing, nice exposure. You can have people playing in and giving you feedbacks. And that's all good. But at the end of the day, I would say that you probably want to have it for yourself.
And yes, Ice Pilot, it is based upon your physical residency. So wherever you live, you're still going to pay the taxes to that place.
That is true. Doesn't matter that you're in the metaverse. You're operating out of, like, you ever
I can't pay taxes to Seb, unfortunately.
You ever see like a boxing match, right? And you got those. They'll always be like, hailing from Brooklyn,
right,
or whatever. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah. Celestial Photography does say if you want to skip the parkour, the old man has a second dialogue option.
No, I'm not skipping the parkour.
Okay.
I would say that so far,
well, we want
the
to
stones ought
see
to
it.
be just like 1, 2 voxels further out. Like this first stone is out here. It's much further out. It's much wider. These other stones are pretty tight and close to the building, so you slip right off of them. Another thing that you could do is rather than using default assets like this, design your assets so they have a little color to them. Maybe a single yellow line or something like that. Okay, what is this?
Just to give notice that it's there.
Yes, exactly. Okay, now I need to go around this way.
Okay. And Panny here says, piggybacking off the tax question, do we have to claim income from NFTs that we create ourselves on taxes in the U.S.?
Any earned income is earned income.
Hey,
I'm not a certified public accountant or whatever, but any earned income is earned income. So if you're earning income, you should report your earned income. That said, as you are earning it in a crypto at this time, you are essentially earning it in a share of stock from the way that my taxes end up filing out. So if you earn it and then you hold it for a year, then you earn it at a certain US dollars rate. And then at the end of the year, when you sell it, then you're selling it at a lower tax rate than a regular earned income. And you get certain exemptions based on the fees that it takes to actually send it to the bank and these other things. So make sure that you actually get it looked at by an accountant if you do end up making a good deal of money in the crypto space, because it's worth doing. Like, my wife and I saved a lot of money because she sat here for like 12 hours manually entering like 1,000 plus different orders and sales of mine throughout the year. We saved a lot of money on taxes that way.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. Go ahead and skip through.
Joe is using the Alpha sword. That is from the Alpha 1.
Okay. All right.
And Ugg the Fist says, will there be a way for players to interact with the environment in the future, like digging, creating items, crafting, things like that?
That is programmable by you as a dev. You could, in theory, do that right now, but it requires a lot of, like, we're not going to probably have that in the engine because, quite frankly, that basically just makes this game Minecraft, and it really isn't. It isn't that. They are their own thing, and we are our own thing. We have the voxel style, but not really looking to have individual users, at least right now, be able to manipulate your terrain. What is this? Oh, is that the easier way? Oh. Did I need to do that so that I could get to the... Wait. That's illegal. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now we're figuring it out.
Okay. We got some good stuff here. I gotta.
Well, Joe, Liam Newman over on YouTube says, do you foresee issues in the future with age requirement when creating account? KYC, play to earn, etc., etc.
Not really. No. The average age of a gamer today is like 35, 37 years old, something like that. Average. So, I don't really see it as an issue to have age requirements. There we go. That should be as long as I can get. Nice that we could stop it.
Right.
Like that. But yeah, it's one of the... Okay, can I stop this one out here too, though?
Oh, you can pause them. Okay.
Yeah.
There we are.
Didn't realize I was making it harder than it had to be.
I am Conrad, or RadConDad, if you need to reference me. And it's nice to see you, White Dragon. Hopefully,
we can how old am I? I am 34. Yeah.
I'm 28.
Also, Counter-Strike Source player. I'm old. So,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, I did the same.
We've been
So,
there. We've been
and
there. We've done that.
Space Jam 2, I was extremely disappointed, I must say.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it
We were
was
asked on our
okay.
opinion of it.
Don Cheadle's
I
not the Monstars, you know? But otherwise,
I don't know. It was not good.
I felt like it was for kids, not for me. It wasn't supposed to be
I mean,
my
that's
nostalgia
definitely
kick.
true.
But then
That's
with that in mind, why is Bugs Bunny there? You know what I mean? Like, these kids don't know who Bugs Bunny is. They don't care.
Yeah, it's beyond. Like we're going way past on interest there. But we got another question here, which is again just generalized. Favorite game of all time?
Sure. Super Mario Brothers All Stars in World for Super Nintendo.
Really?
Specifically, that's not entirely true. I would say actually the Nintendo cartridge for Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, and then separately the All Stars in World version, because I don't love the fact that the remade graphics version to make it look like it was 16-bit instead of 8-bit version of Mario 1, I don't like that one. Because it doesn't have the glitches from the first Mario. Okay.
See, I have an itemized top 20. And that number 1 spot's always fluctuating. So Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2 always has a special place in my heart, but Dragon's Dogma, game's got everything. And Joseph, now that we can actually get back to the sandbox here, we're getting onto a secret that's behind the lava fall, Celestial says. So we're going to have to go check that out. But
there's a lava
PG
fall?
Live PT says, can I import an image to Game Maker? And how?
You can, sort of. You can pull any image as an NFT off of OpenSea.io. So if you're interested in doing that, then that's a way that you could add an image to your creations. But there will be other features in the future. You've probably, maybe you haven't. There are some developers who have shown like multiple layered images sitting next to each other that make kind of a Tokyo downtown, business district with all those LED signs effect, or New York City Times Square sort of effect. So if you're looking for that, then you've got some things there. You've got some things. It's once again, it's not out right now, but not that only an image like a photo of me. You once again, if you upload a photo of you to OpenSea, then yes, you can do that. You could import it into your game. You've seen developers like Touche who have actively done that exact thing. They've said, cool, I want to have rules for my game, things to help people, a guide. And so they'll take it, make it into an NFT on OpenSea that they don't publish or share to anybody else. They don't try to sell it or whatever. And then they upload that into the game as one of those NFT images so people can see very clearly with text how to do that.
White Dragon, I love it. You know
I love it. What you talking about? You talking about GoldenEye out here? I see somebody talking about
just
GoldenEye.
Asking me to say something there.
All right.
But nonetheless, how will the portals work here in multiplayer?
Portals work in where?
How will the portals work for multiplayer? Are they going to be able to go zone to zone and lock people out? How are those portals going to work there?
Well, the portals that we have right now are only used by the Sandbox game. User-generated content. You'll notice that you can't make a portal in your experiences when you're in the Game Maker. Just staff can do that. So there's a very selective account level choice that we say you as a person can use asset portal and have function of portaling. Now that will eventually change in the future. That was always the plan. But at this time, not everybody can do that. So in terms of keeping people in, locking people out, that's not really the plan. If you want to have certain people to have access to your lands, you can restrict them by saying you must have an NFT to get in. A particular one. I could make that NFT this red transparent block created by Touche if I wanted to. I just have to choose whichever one I want that access pass to be. It could be the Wizzy the Greens. Everybody who has a Wizzy the Green gets to come in, to your space. Everybody who doesn't can't. And if you want to make a club that's just you and your friends, then mint something on Polygon down the road, and say that's the thing that gets you in. And it costs you a penny to mint it, and everybody has one that you like, that you want to have there. Otherwise, once again, if they don't have it, they can't come in. Like Snoop's Early Access Fest, that's right. Niz Amazing says that over on Twitch. It's the same idea. Everybody will have opportunities to do that. All right, secret behind the waterfall, you say. This is a tower elevator switch. So, okay. All right. So we've seen that there are secrets. We've seen that there are possibilities. But we've also seen that along the way, I don't find them. Essentially. Like I just don't even...
I mean, we haven't been paying close attention. Chat's got us good with some questions today.
Those are some good questions. You're right about that. But I think one of the things that can make it more simplistic to find those secrets is to put you don't even have to put text on it, but put a wooden sign down there. If you want it to be easier, put a wooden sign down there.
I think it was that one required in order to get up here?
In order to get this Dawn
in order to get
skirt
this one entirely,
and chestplate and the weed that is one of your quests. Yes, it was.
Yeah, definitely going to need at least some sort of indicator if it's part of the main story there.
Trying to pull up
Sparky Snickle asks, can we pull an image off the Sandstorm marketplace for in-game use?
Currently, only OpenSea links work for that. You could seek out as Sandstorm a partnership that allows that, but that, once again, in terms of adding it as a new feature, may take time. Smell cookies. Wait. No. Hey, cookies. What's up? Oh, wait.
Oh, please can't.
I found one of the 10 cookies. But wait, there's more. Probably. Somewhere. It's interesting.
Now, did you get a good look
good thing
at what
is
the
happening.
I'd
say the good thing is happening that the oh yeah quest, I assume, is not essential. The collect the weed quest, I think, is the essential quest. But the fact that you have 2 collection quests gives people that want to a reason to come back to this. This guy's hitting this wall. It makes me want to hit it with him. I don't know why. I just want to just vibe. Just go beat it up, Just chill. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking that you could have something like this where the cookies are hard to complete the quests. That's totally okay. That's good, in fact, in my opinion, because you'll get to the end of the game, you would have done Rejuvenate, you would have found the secret room, collect the weed, and then you didn't find the cookies. Then you go, wait, well, I've done everything except that. And you might reload.
It's okay, the elevator's coming.
Yep. All right.
Alrighty. And our friend Backspace here, he asks, oh, it's been posted again. Saw Career 4 just in the fun. Which companies would you like them to join the sandbox but haven't happened yet? I'm going to reread that. what companies that you want to see in the sandbox, Joe?
Which
What are some
companies
companies?
do we like that we would like to have join the sandbox, but haven't yet? Okay. I used like my auto translate software in my head for that one real quick. I was reading it as you were saying it, but the
I couldn't speak.
where I set my sights pretty high. I'm that guy. I think that we can do anything that we want to do, just have to go do it. And with that in mind, I believe that the partnership that would say not just, the we're going to make it because we're doing our own thing strategy, but the partnership that says we are here and we're never going anywhere would be Microsoft Game Studios. Not one of them.
Yeah, that
all
would
of
do
them.
it. Right.
So that's where I'm at. I'm to say, bring me your Halos and bring me your Forzas and everything therein, everything in between. I want it, and
Right. I mean, the sandbox is already genre breaking as is.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, like you can do whatever you want, right? They could use one of those spaces to just say, "This is Xbox land," and you walk in, and boom, there you are. And they recently bought Activision for that purpose. Transaction hasn't finalized, but they spent what was it? 69 billion dollars to do that, to build a metaverse experience. So I think there's an opportunity for a partnership there for sure.
Right.
But yeah, so it's a big target, as Backspace says. That's a big target. That's where I'm at. That's not a we're gonna make it. That's we already did, and thanks for recognizing that we're here and we're going nowhere.
Idleman, there is going to be no difference in the rewards for people who won passes and people who bought them, except for the snapshot of when you own them.
Oh, I see the cookies. Can I get to the cookies?
Can you make that jump, or do we have to make another?
I think that I can. Oh, I did. It
just
looks further away. Nice.
Excellent.
Sign. Take the leap of faith.
Oh, I don't like it.
Well, this is a sign. What's up?
Oh.
Hold up. I talk to this corpse. How do I open this gate? Was I not supposed to be here yet?
I don't think you're supposed to be there.
That's okay. I can just beat up these skeletons through the gate. No big deal. The sign told me to take a leap of faith. I did. I trusted you, sign, and you failed me. Oh, there's a switch right here. There's a switch right there.
There. Literally next to it. Oh, we're doing bong rip. Defeat this. Destroy Tower Bong.
There's a switch right here. Ah! Stepped in lava.
Ridiculous. You're supposed to be. The switch is there. Yep, you're getting called out. It's there.
Excuse me, Sour Bong. You never cleaned me. Oh no. Oh, you're dirty.
Oh, he's dead.
You're dirty boy. You're dead now.
That poor guy.
The door opened, but then it closed again. But then it opened again. It's on an infinite loop. The object that you have here near this gate that allows it to open, you have it triggering just always, based on, I assume, proximity to another object that I just killed. Hey, more cookies. Ooh, piece of candy.
Piece of candy.
Hey, a hidden note. I have a demon deep inside.
Don't talk to Joe. Clearly.
You know what I mean? Oh no! I could have healed with that!
Why did you use it early?
I just picked it up. I didn't know I had to stand near it and then not pick it up. That doesn't make any sense, right? If a person assumes that it has healing properties, then they would probably eat it in this case.
This is
right?
Right. Excellent stuff. This is Tolerance Break on page 59 currently. At least that was when we.
Yes, 59 was where it was when I loaded it. So.
And Celestial says an update has fixed that. Not sure why you have that happening. Do you not have the game updated?
I have the game updated. I mean, I have the latest update that said it was published on 4.8.
Yeah. Not sure. Might want to go look
So
it again.
if it was
See if
updated
it still
since
has it.
then yeah, I don't have it. But okay. Do I want to keep going down or do I want to keep going up?
Well,
Why can't we
back
have both?
onto an older subject here.
Yes, sir.
Merrick Jha says, I mean, how will teleporting inside of experiences work in multiplayer?
Oh, well, teleporting inside an experience is essentially um you can look up a tutorial on how to do this. Lots of people have made it in multiple different languages because we published this quite a long time ago. Alex did it on a live Saturday show on this channel like a year ago. But how it works basically is you have your spawn platform. Let's say that your spawn platform is this rock right here. And you have near that rock a thing that you can click or select. Maybe it's on the wall right here. And so you select that thing. And when you select the thing on the wall, the spawn point under you gets destroyed. Across the map, another asset gets spawned. And then your right next to you, an invisible thing sets a kill trigger for your character with the kill timer being -2 seconds so that your character doesn't do the animation where it's like bleh, and falls over, right? So you set it for -2 seconds on that timer. And what'll end up happening is your character will just have that like flash of light from when you spawn in the first time. It'll despawn, go to the new location where the new spawn point is. And then there, if you want them to be able to teleport back, same thing. Put the exact same mechanic there with the referral going to the portal you just came from. People have used this as a tool to make it look like, in the very first game, that Cyber Dragon was the one who found and created this in an experience called Gray Labs. And they made it look like there was a tiny Super Nintendo RPG house. You would walk up to the front door, you push the button, your character would die, you would get teleported underground in a much larger version of the house. But because the house has a roof on it, you could just, didn't matter that it was underground, right? You were inside the house, or it felt like you were, but really you got teleported to the new location. They did the same thing on the same map by further in the overworld section. There was a different teleporter that went to a different location, which was a different layer buried underground for the lab itself that was Gray Labs. So it's really, I mean, it's kind of sophisticated. Once you've done it once or twice, it's almost second nature. You can put it together really quickly.
Okay. Excellent stuff. This is Tolerance Break. It should be on page 59 or 60. And 32TNT12 over on YouTube is asking about an orange. Can confirm the color was named after the actual orange itself. So
That is true.
not the other way around. And
Yeah,
then
I'm going to stand next to this. I'm not going to.
I got a mouthful here.
All right.
Okay, this is an interesting one. The Z Boy over on Twitch says, said this a minute ago now, but a project that I am and will be hosting a Twitter space to debate what metaverse we will buy land in and create a hub that we will go and hang out. I am probably the strongest advocate for the Sandbox game and was curious if there's anyone I could talk to or any way I could speak to someone from the team or be in the audience or maybe even help with technical questions background. Currently just asking them and then writing them down from the Discord.
Okay, let me read it because
So,
I see where you were.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Z Boy just wants to know if we can help them out. See if their team, their Twitter space is
Okay,
going to be buying land and
so you're looking
sandbox
for
around.
like, you're looking for like advantages and disadvantages of the sandbox as it compares to other metaverses. That's kind of what I'm reading here.
Kind of what
For where
I
you're
got
gonna
from the
buy.
impression there.
So the okay, so I can give you the quick advantages and disadvantages here. Advantage for the sandbox is that you don't need to know how to code in order to create your space. People downloading the Game Maker right now get to do that absolutely for free, for one. And secondly, once again, you don't have to have skills per se. You can make especially if you're making a social hub space. Those are much easier. And then filling them out with light mechanics and fun races and places to dance around and just vibe, you can do that pretty well. It takes time, but it doesn't take, for, nothing against anybody who's here, but it doesn't take skill in terms of coding. So it takes skill in terms of refinement and understanding the consumer more than it takes skill in the traditional gaming developer sense. Compare that to other alternatives, which once again, that's not really our thing. We don't really say us versus them. We say us and them. But I understand that there's a certain, it's dollars and cents, right? You're deciding what you want to do with your hubs. So if you're talking about other places, you may have to do coding that you don't know how to do. And so you have to learn that additional skill in order to do it. In terms of scale and scope, I know that our lands are some of, if not the biggest, individual 1x1 lands that exist in 96 meters by 96 meters wide and 128 meters tall. So you can basically make a small office building worth of space to do whatever you want in it. Or, as you've seen some of these examples, people will make small cities depending on the scaling you want to make for each individual space. Or, you go back to Club XYZ in the alpha. That is an exceptional social hub space with lots of different little things to do in it, but it has a huge dance floor. So you have opportunities to kind of do whatever you want, whereas some of these other spaces, you essentially get like the size of a booth at a gaming convention or something to build in. And so, consider your cost basis there for how many things you want to do in there. The sandbox can support, on average, 40 people per instance, but an infinite number of scaling instances. So if you want to have one group of a ton of people, then look at that in your other places as well to see where that goes. That said, during the last alpha, you may have watched that we packed an instance on purpose to try to break it. And we had 133, I think, people was the biggest screenshot that I saw on Twitter in one instance. It kind of became unplayable because everybody was all interacting there at the same time. It was like having the entirety of a Fortnite Battle Royale in a little space, like all right next to you, right? So it was intense on the CPU. It was intense on the networking code, but we can continue to work on that and maybe get more there.
Joseph, I know we're at 8:21 tonight,
yes,
and we haven't done any giveaways or anything like that, but would you do the chat a favor as they point out? Can you turn on your light?
Turn the lights down low, you know what I mean?
Day 2.
Just turn the lights
Day
down
2,
low.
we forgot.
Just turn the lights down low. You know what I'm talking about. Chat. I cannot believe.
There we go. Now you're matching me a little bit here.
Just got one of my lights on, not the other one. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I noticed it earlier, but I was like, oh, it looks okay. I'm just a little blue. Now you guys are like, you're living in the dark. Sureface literally said that in text. That's hilarious.
I know. That's what I was like, okay, fine, I'll point it out. Oh, man.
Oh, that's great.
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's see.
So can we get is it possible to get a giveaway here?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Who wants to get a little NFT right now? A little Wizzy themed hat, similar to the hat that my character is wearing right now. You can use it inside any combat-based experience in the Sandbox game and the Sandbox Game Maker. What do you think about that? Sounds good?
Let's do it.
Ruby
Sounds
Gamer
good to me.
wants it right now.
I want that
Let's
hat.
do it, dude.
I still don't. I don't have any Wizzy hats.
Don't you?
No, I don't have any. I have a physical Wizzy the Green now.
You did. You did get a Wizzy the Green. That was cool. That was awesome. The whole
passive income wants to call me Wizzy.
All right, chat. Here we go. Going out right now over on YouTube.com, Twitch.tv, and Facebook. If you're joining us on Twitter, come on, step on over. Get yourself in this forum. Hang out. Greed1425 says, Joe looks more realistic and less alien. Thank you. I am a whole person. At this time.
You are.
It's a good time. All right, let's see. Sayeth asks, question.
LFG.
Any utility left for Alpha Season 2 pass holders after the 1,000 sand claim? I can't 100% confirm that there's anything aside from the super collectible nature of the pass, but I can say that people who held the Alpha Season 1 pass got special rewards later, like the shield in my hand right now, and additional tickets that help them increase their chances of winning an Alpha Season 2 pass.
Right.
So, you know, I'm not giving mine up, personally. You check my wallet right now. It's there. I've sold other things. I'm keeping my passes forever. Like, literally, I'm keeping them all. I'm going to keep all of them. Every one that I get. Oh, is it the same question? It's the same question today. I forgot to change the question, chat. Who is that? Who is that? Kevin Mai. You should know who Sebastian is. Google it. You know what I'm saying? Google it real quick. You're going to want to answer that correctly.
Right.
Seb1425 says, Seb is my father. Well, be careful, Greed. Be careful, Greed1425, because if Seb is your father, Seb is sick right now. Wishing him the best. All right?
Right.
Wishing him the best. Dog
Celestial, thank you for playing the game.
Over on YouTube.com says, is it possible to make a Battle Royale game in the Sandbox? Not yet. Multiplayer components are a work in progress as we are in alpha version 0.6.24 right now. But once again, we do want to have more. Yeah, sorry, I didn't change the question. Tally bar? I don't know. Correct me on that. Is it tail? Like
it's tail.
Like tailspin, or like is it tally?
I'm pretty sure it's tail, right?
I don't know.
To like
anyway, so right? You can make a Battle Royale game later, but not yet. So if you want to make the environment to like prep for that, then that makes sense. Maybe like the multiple respawn points, but it would always spawn you nearest, like whichever one you are nearest. I'm grabbing the stash. Conrad.
It is tail. Haha. We got it.
It is tail. Very good.
Yeah. And Maddox of Furia says, you guys still roll with my troll answers, right? Right?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Maddox is going to troll us again. Right?
I don't know. Do I?
We'll find out.
I mean,
we usually see him. We can definitely tell when
troll questions all the time. Like Ice Pilot X7, who asks, so who's Sebastian? Ice Pilot X7, you can check him out at Borget. As I'm American, I'll say Borget. At Borget Sebastian over on Twitter.com. You check them out. See who they are. They're pretty important. They're doing big things for the Sandbox game, big things for the community. And,
that's
for
right.
you too.
He is Big Daddy Sand.
That's right.
That's true.
Faranyu Sutta over on YouTube.com says, wow, Daddy Sand. That's pretty damn close to accurate.
Yeah. I'd say that is the name right there. Oh, man.
All right. Okay.
Yes, and voice features and whatnot, and all those wonderful quality of life stuff. It's all stuff being worked on.
Oh, yeah. I want to leave a caveat to that. If you're talking about proxy chat, then that's not something that we intend to implement.
Proxy
chat that's just going to add more lag
happen,
to you. But yes,
But individual experiences and whatnot.
Yeah, vocals. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, checkpoint. What's up? Get parried casual. What's up? Is that another cookie over there? How do I get there? Do I just jump?
Cookie.
Do I just be crazy?
Oh, you got a checkpoint, so.
Oh, that's true. Nothing matters. Let's go. Oh, these cookies melted. What? Tease, dude. Tease. Cannot believe.
It played. Excellent touch, Celestial, I gotta say. I liked that one.
I can't believe. Oh, they're just platforms that just. Oh. I got a platform now. I got to do a platforming. Whoop. Whoop. Oh. Bless. Forget it. I'm going this way. Oh ho ho! Oh ho! Nope.
Oh, you were so close.
So close, yet so far. Why are you the way that you are, Joe? Somebody tell me.
Well, Joe,
Notorious for
Megash says I completed 100% in season 2. I didn't get my
yes.
airdrop.
Magesh, if you're having that issue, then we have a special support ticket that you can put in over on Discord. There's a link that I can provide you in a second. But you need to be able to provide proof of authentication that you did complete 100% of the season. And then 100% completion didn't get... Okay, here we go. 1 second. Copy and Magesh. Here you go. Nobody else except Magesh. Fill out that. Nobody else except Magesh. Unless you have Magesh's issue, ignore the link that I just put out. I feel like there's going to be somebody out there who's trying to like bot, like, you know what I mean? There's going to be somebody that I always have to
Soul Cancer says show us your meta dungeon therapy bills.
Therapy bills. I didn't have. It's all good. It's all good. All right. All right. Somebody says click hit the joint. Dimebag Daryl. Wow. Apropos name, friend.
Right.
Okay, I did the thing. And it did nothing. All right. Yeah, I'll spread the love.
Let's do it.
Bless. Here we go. Here we go.
And as far as like proximity chat and whatnot goes, I just don't simply see the use of it in the game like Sandbox, because I'm always on Discord anyway.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting too, because yeah, I would agree that I'm on Discord. Maybe not everybody is, but essentially, it ends up doing the same thing, or it is the same problem rather, when you add the. Just jump on that tiny rock, Joe. That's all you have to do. Just don't even worry about it. Chat. Forgive me, chat, for I have died.
I'm trying to give you a moment here. So
it's been 34 years since my last good jump. There's no way I'm getting off this rock.
You got to go forward right there.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you can't get a running start. Oh,
I mean,
it's right there. That one. That one.
Oh, okay. Does it go? Oh,
easy.
Okay.
Easiest game of my life, chat. Until I hit this. Just gonna do this real quick as I close down the form, chat. Just gonna run into the lava where I deserve to be. All right.
How did you?
I feel like I knew that was going to happen. 100% I knew that was going to happen. That I was going to be on that thing and I was going to make that jump and it was going to fail because of some nonsense. And I feel like Joe is being Joe right now. Joe is not being the Sandbox game right now. Who puts a wall there that you can hit with your forehead when you jump off of the platform?
You know what I mean? I'm all for that wall. Celestial says that's like a 10% jump. Oh, man.
Oh, you mean the off of the little object? Because I'm down for that, dude. I'm down for that. You already know I can make that jump. That one's easy, okay? But you know what's not easy? Being one of the 237 people who entered into our form right here. That actually is easy to enter. It's not always easy to win, chat. So who's going to win here today? Who's number 178 on this form? Let's check it out. 178. Woo! Over on YouTube.com with the correct answer to who is the Sebastian Borget. Jorge? Sorry, I'm slaughtering your name, my friend, today. Co-founder and chief operating officer of the Sandbox game. Which platform did you watch from today? YouTube.com, George Ray. George RAII over on YouTube.com. Congratulations. You won. Wizzy the Green's lucky hat will be distributed usually within a week, but sometimes we let them stack up and we do a little multi-sender, save a whole bunch of money on ETH. I'm just gonna speed run that. I'm gonna until I roll off a cliff. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, literally you can't.
You can't. No, there's no way you can make that. Yes, congratulations, George. Oh yeah.
Up.
Somebody forget to jump?
Chat, we did our best. We did our best here today. We've been hanging out, playing, and enjoying this experience. I encourage you all, because once again, this is good. This is a good time. This is a good game. This is well done. It's got an interesting narrative. Not a narrative for everybody. It's not entirely, it's not your family-friendly game. But Chris Meister in the chat. Chris Meister, the time is 8:33 p.m. my local time. We're running a little bit overtime. And, I'm going to get in vibes chat. You want to hang out on Discord? You want to chat? You want to talk about some stuff? Let's get up on that Discord right now. Let's talk. Let's just post GIFs all day. You know what I mean? Have some fun. Hang out, chill, chat, ask some questions about your creations. Feel free. I'm definitely liking what you're doing here, Celestial Photography. I think you have made a game that is, in a lot of ways, really, really, really good. And you can take all of these mechanics. It doesn't really matter if they're hard, easy, whatever. They're doing good things. Your narrative is very well done. And I think that you just take it and you make it dummy proof. I'm a dummy. Make it dummy proof.
Right.
Put the signs that literally point to the places I need to go so that I will go there, with the exception of the cookies.
Don't forget,
if you don't have to.
Don't forget the invisible walls either.
Yes, that's true. The little sections where I was able to get stuck in there. There was that tent that was on the rooftop. You could get stuck inside there with all the accessories. Things like that are things that we can work on. But I think you're doing great. This is one of the most complete experiences that I have played on this show. So keep working on it. And once again, it's a great environment. The separation between narrative and skill, or narrative and combat, they're really well paced. That's something that's hard to do. So thank you for giving me the chance to play it here today. I think you've done very well, and I would just encourage you to keep going. This project will probably be applicable to a future game jam. So keep it in your back pocket when it's done. If you're not already planning on publishing it to a land, it's worth doing. So keep working.
This is a good one.
Put out whatever, updates that you want to do. If you have some updates and you want me to give it another shot, I'll do it on a future show as well. And I want to say to those people who are watching live, if you have a game like this, an experience, whatever you have, that you would like to have play tested here on the live show, feel free to message me at TheVisionEX on Twitter, or you can tag me on our Discord channel. Give me the name of your game, what page it's on, and then I'll add it to my list, and we will get it in there. But once again, Celestial Photography, really well done. And
seriously,
it's been great. It's been a pleasure to be able to play this.
And
Candidly, Kristen agrees in the chat, saying that any game that makes Joe feel die inside is definitely worth playing. That's
right. That's true. But right above that, Woke Zombie says you can submit a game you've already made to a new game jam.
Yes.
Turns out.
It opens on a certain date for submissions. It closes on another date for submissions. If your game already qualifies for all of the rules of that game jam, then you could submit a game you've already worked on.
Do some tweaks to it and adjust it to the rules and make it more relevant.
Yeah.
Usually people end up doing that.
Yeah.
And this game particularly, I want to say, it wasn't quite pointed out from us yet, but the separation between this zone and the top zone is very, very well done. I do like how when you look around in this zone down here, it is definitely within its own environment. And before we were wandering around in an area that didn't actually have a lot of lava. So well done.
Yeah. It's very nice. It's nice because it does, there's an attached thread. There's the lava fall, or the fact that there was that lava stream up top, but it's detached in that it's not urban. It is its own new thing. So you go from adventure quest to challenge quest in a transition that will take the monotony out of an experience. This does good at that. It makes it feel like you're halfway through or whatnot of your experience, or this is your challenge area. You got the easy mode up here. Now you got the challenge down here. So it feels great. Very happy with that. Anyway, So what we're going to do, as is tradition here on this channel, as we start to wrap it up, is I'm going to turn on that smooth jazz. We're going to go over to twitch.tv/thesandboxgame. We're going to find anybody who is streaming the Sandbox game right now. Try to preference rating people who are or who have not been rated before. It looks like we've got Not Animated. I recently did them. We did Snobber yesterday. G is Us. We've rated them like 3 times, I think, in the past. And Maddox of Furia right now. So I think we're going to do a little backseat VoxEdit design and go back to Maddox of Furia for today.
Hanging out with Maddox.
They make great stuff, you know. They like to engage with the community. They have a good time over there. So let's get this raid going. If you want to join us, feel free. Come over here to twitch.tv/MADDOXOFFURYA. We're going to be raiding with about 100 people coming in right now. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. And let's turn up the party, you know?
Haven't been able to dance in a while. Oh, you got me so tiny, I can't get I don't have a full range of motion in here, though. Put me in a box. You put me in this box.
He's tiny. He's got a tiny little box in there.
I got this is my box.
All right, YouTube. Twitch.tv is out of here. Thanks for hanging out on Twitter, DLive, Facebook, Theta. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us, having fun. And once again, feel free to submit those games anytime you like. Honestly, go check out Maddox of Furia because the dance animation they made for this creature that they just created is fantastic. You need to see it. Go check it out. Twitch.tv/Maddox of Furia right now. We'll see you guys in the next one.